baby, baby. You driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me trying to stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here hungover. You made me wanna take you to London, Paris. Times we'll cherish. No comparing to you. Don't need Keisha, Karen, don't want Megan, Sharon. Girl, I swear that it ain't fair that all pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Got nothing. All the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Girl, you know you cute. 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 Yeah. You're a pretty girl.
Hey friends, welcome to another conversation. Let the truth be told by boy you know. I'm just sharing with the world through conversations. On this channel, I talk about varieties of different topics, intellectual, personal, the list goes on. So my channel is not limited to one race or gender. Both male and female can benefit from this channel. Plus, my videos are intentionally short because I understand you're busy, you have a life. So on this channel, I'm just trying to spark conversations on different topics. Have you talking about? Have you thinking about? So share my videos. You never know who you're helping. You just never know who you're helping. So share my videos and follow me on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. And join in on the conversations. I know you have something to say. I know you think different from how I think. And that's okay. That's okay. Don't hesitate. Leave your comments down below. I'll read it. I'll reply to it. And let's just live and learn. Let's just live and learn from each other. I give you something to think about. I give you something to laugh about. So join the family. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Let's jump right in onto the topic. Who do you get your advice from? Who do you get your advice from? And where do you get your advice from? I'm not talking about the television, the news channel. No, not the news channel. That's not what I'm talking about because we all watch the news. We all have to know what's going on around the world. Yes, that's clear. But other source of information, religious information, politics, and personal information, financial information. The list goes on. Where do you get your information? Do you get it from word of mouth? Do you get it from a more credible source? Do you get it from another content provider on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram? Where do you get your information? It's countless. The list is countless. So I want to know, where do you get your advice from? I know you want to know where I get my advice from. Well, mine, number one, you already know this, the Bible. That's one. My immediate family, a few selected friends, where most of my advice come from. So, but outside of that, when I come on social media, I will encourage everyone to let their source be credible. You don't even understand. Anyone can pick up a phone or camera and just talk, and it flows, and it sounds nice, it sounds good. Just how you can copy and paste, and it looks like the original. It's easy, it's simple. do not go by the amount of followers they have, their popularity status, and deem that credible. No, because some are just good at just talking. But on the other side, in their own personal life, it's a whole different game. So when it comes to information, when it comes to someone providing me service, I make sure they have their credentials and it's legit. I don't just listen to everyone advice, everyone information that they provide on social media. And I encourage you to do the same thing. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I personally know a few that have, absolutely nothing. No education, no nothing. But yet, they just memorize a few things and just recite what they memorize. And if you don't know them, it sounds pretty darn good. And you'll be deceived. What is advice? The general definition is giving information to someone who don't know. Right? Who don't know. Or who don't have access to that information. Or who can't get access to that information. Or you putting it in a more relatable form that they'll be able to comprehend and understand on their level to be able to grasp the concepts. So you're pretty much giving them guidance. Knowing your audience, you can't just throw out advice because it's not going to apply to everyone. It's not going to apply to everyone. You have to know your audience. For instance, people always give advice to females about how, you should leave your man if he been with you for a certain amount of time and he don't want to marry you. You should leave your man. That advice can apply to everyone. Because how you tell a woman who have kids living with the man to just get up and leave? And there are some exceptional cases that people do so. But logically, let's think about it. It is the man who is under the moral obligation to take the shame off his woman's face and make her respectable in society. But yet, he will go about proud of how they've been together for over 10 years. They're living together. He have access. And he'll talk about how they've been together for over 10 years. And that's still his girlfriend. So he is under the moral obligation to pick that woman up and marry her. The shame is now on him. She can't marry herself. That advice only applies to individuals like myself, single, living at home with no kids. And if he just your boyfriend and you already expressed what it is that you want and still there's no action, yeah, leave him. Why waste your time? And if you think otherwise, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And yes, there are exceptional cases. So women really leave the man regardless of kids, regardless of any type of attachment. They do. So when you're giving advice, just know the audience and let that advice apply to that particular audience, because that's the only way that advice will be deemed beneficial. It have to benefit the person who you're providing that advice to. And also, advice is given to someone who don't know. But there are others, and nowadays, people know better and just choose not to do better. So, my question is, why is that? Why is that people will know right from wrong, what they need to do, and just not do it? Why is that? Why is that? Is it because of fear? Is it because of uncertainty? What is the reason behind knowing what to do and not doing it? You know you've been with this woman for 10 years plus. You have kids together, you're living together, she's doing A, Y, and Z for you, and yet she's still just your girlfriend. You have people you can go to for advice, instruction, direction, and you just still not do it. So, you gotta let me know.